And this is the weekend edition. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade. This is good through Sunday, October 23rd, 2016. And the markets in the week mix. You can see this green, red. It's like Christmas. Green, red, green. Crude oil doing the best. And here we are looking at the markets. Kicking off this weekend, we're doing our October online mentorship. Welcome all you guys who will be with us this weekend. By the time you're watching the video, you have probably already it'd be Friday night that you're watching it right before you take your class, or it'd be after your class Saturday. So anyway, happy you guys are aboard. And something very interesting happened, and I'll share this with you. Many of you guys are engineer or engineer types. So meaning that you're highly analytical in your thinking. Everything are one and zeros, black and white. You are problem solvers. Then there's another smaller group of you who are doctors, physicians, and just this week, okay, I personally spoke with two different physicians, and both of them had a common thread, which is not unlike what we have experienced in the last umpteen years we've been in business, mentoring students. But let me explain it to you. And then in the very small grouping, I'll just share with you the two physicians that I spoke with this week personally. And they said something, or they had a mindset that was sizably different than what all of our engineers and how they go about their trading. And this is what it is. Let me get to it. Our students who are physicians always, I'm not going to say always, but oh man, if I had to put a number on it, I would say close to 90% of all of our doctors who come through the program want to establish, they've been investors, but now they want to be traders, but they want to establish their trading foundation through education first, right? They want to get their foundation of trading education in place before they trade. Well, you guys who are engineers, you in which are the predominant group of people that come through our system, you guys are different. You all tend to solve the problem of trading first. You're problem solvers. So you go out and you'll read, you will indulge in a huge amount of data and information, and you will start to try to apply that to your trading. And one day you wake up thinking, this is never going to work. All I do is hemorrhage money. So I need to get formally educated if I'm going to make a go at this. And then you guys come to us. And I think the large part with you guys, the reason you come to us is because of the value. We absolutely do not charge anything like the big companies out there. And I'm going to get to some great charts here in a second, but I thought that was very interesting. Engineer guys and gals tend to trade first and then come to us after they've been beat up. Doctors, physicians tend to get education first and then go out. Well, what's interesting, if I talk about the male-female gender groups that come in, 85% are male, 15% female that come through our education. The females tend to put their education first before they start trading, and they tend to be rule followers better. The females also tend to be business owners or professionals of some sort, or high executives in a firm, and that is the usual demographic of the females that come through. But anyway, I have a couple minutes off telling, I don't know, maybe you guys who are information hungry enjoyed that info. But let me know what your job is in the comments. If you're watching this and you can't leave a comment, watch us like on YouTube. You can leave comments on YouTube. You can leave comments on Twitter. Where else can you leave comments? Oh, Google Plus, you can leave comments. Anyway, there's a number of different places you can leave comments. But if you're watching off of a source you can't leave comments, like it at least. All right, here we are. Let's get to the markets. There's the S&P 500. We opened a big gap down on Friday, but we rallied up, closing slightly higher for the day, but basically break even of Thursday. We're just kind of caught up here in the moving averages. Just a very choppy week. Very, very choppy week here. The diamonds, choppy month. I mean, look at this. Just sideways chop. It's just been a horrible, horrible month. September going to October, just choppy sideways, nothing. We're ready for a trend. Give us a big breakdown or a big breakout. Give us some movement. We need it. Today, just like we did back here, this is October 13th. We gapped down. I thought this was going to be the big sell-off under this trend line. No. Then today, we got down below it. I thought, uh-oh, here it is. We're going to break down. No, we came right back up. So anyway, this is the diamonds here, or the Dow. The NASDAQ, or the tech stocks, had this little pullback. Remember I said, look at this. It looks pretty bullish. There's the pop. Higher high, higher low. Big pop above all major moving averages. We got to close. That looks pretty bullish to me, and actually bullish enough to put a buy on tech stocks. Small caps, I can't put a buy on it yet because we're just moving sideways. A whole lot of nothing, and we're below this blue line, so that needs to be more bearish than is bullish. Banks, I called it a buy, and we keep popping. Look at this big gap down, run up. A lot of white candles or green candles here, but we're moving sideways and not making a lot of, we're just not doing a lot of movement to the upside. Financials, here are the financials. What's interesting with the financials, we come hit our head resistance. We remain here at resistance, but it looks like it's ready to break out, like it's wanting to pop out to the upside. If it does that, the markets could get bullish. The U.S. dollar, I called it a buy on Thursday, and we did go higher. We went to this high area, found resistance, come back down. Let's see what happens. But we are at this area of resistance. See that coming across here? Matter of fact, so much so, I need to probably put this in. Oh, man, we're right at resistance. Look at that, guys. Right at resistance. Resistance. We popped up, went right back down to it. Wow, U.S. dollar. Crude oil, let's go to crude oil. I'm expecting that to go higher. But we popped up, we pulled back down. This is sideways mess, nothing going on. Gold, I'm expecting it to pull down here a little bit. Anyway, it started to on Friday. Not a whole lot going on with that. Silver, man, look at this. We started to break down and we come back up. We're right here. We're just right at the apex. We cannot get any more pinch. You can't even see this doji candlestick. I'm trying to blow this up so you can see it. Look at this. Can't even see it. It's just as pinched as you can get. It's like it did not want to make a move this week. I'm expecting a sizable move on Monday, guys, on silver and probably gold too. Look for a big move on crude oil, on precious metals going into Monday, the start of Monday, maybe even Tuesday. And I'm going to go to the spiders, look at the weekly chart. Check this out. Weekly chart, called it a sell. For the week, we have a lower high, but we have a higher low. So we have an inside trading week, okay? Inside trading week. And this closed below the 20-week moving average, okay? We closed last week below the 20-week moving average. We closed again. Pretty bearish. It tried to, it did a little better than it did last week, but it's a small candlestick. So not a lot of movement this week, guys. Not a lot of movement. If you go to the NASDAQ, here's the tech stocks for the week. I called it a sell. We do have a lower high this week, but we have a higher low. You see this? Inside trading. So it's just a nothing week. And if I go to look at banks, we had a white candle, red candle, and I called it a sell. We're trying to get bullish again. Here's a white candle. So will the next week be bearish? Maybe. If you go to financial, same thing, white, red, white. And we keep closing above this trend line. See this? We keep closing above it. It's almost like it's wanting to rally higher, but it's not getting off the support line. It bounced off the support line here. It should have bounced. It didn't. It's just hung up on it. That's actually looking bearish to me, guys. If I had to guess, I'm going to put it's not a sell signal, but I'm expecting it to drop. That's what I'm expecting to happen on the weekly financials. Crude oil weekly. I called it a buy a few weeks ago, and it up. But now we have a tweezer top, spinning tops, gang. This doesn't look good. I'm going to say this crude oil looks like it's ready to pull back now. Gold, down. Now gold on a weekly is a buy. On a weekly, gold is a buy. Finally. Cannot put that on silver yet. Silver has not did enough for me to call it a buy. I am still bearish on silver on the weekly chart. All right, now the monthly chart. We're getting deep into the month here in October, okay? And very important that we look at a couple charts. If you look at the S&P 500 monthly chart, look at this. This month, a lower high and a lower low. Guys, this is a very bearish candlestick here. The rest of the month could get very bearish, and this red candlestick could fill out. On the NASDAQ, if you look at this month, we have a tweezer top at resistance, okay? This could fill out red very easily before October ends. So that is what we're concerned with. If you look at small caps, this is the monthly on small caps. I called it a sell already on this month. Lower high, and we have a slightly higher low, but it looks like this is wanting to start heading down. Look how this is more bearish than what we're seeing on the other indices, and this is small cap, so this can lead the charge to the downside. And quick look at crude oil. I called it a buy. We are heading higher on crude oil on the monthly chart. Monthly chart on gold, I called it a sell. We continue down. It continues to be a sell on the monthly. Silver, I called it a sell. We do drop. I continue to be bearish on that. Quick look here at the VIX monthly. A little pop here. A lot of choppiness. I want to look at the VIX weekly. See how we popped out here for the week? Boom. See this? Boom. Here we dropped, but we're at support. Do you see this? This is the weekly VIX, or fear. So fear dropped this week, but we're at support. We're at support. If you look at the weekly, check this, or the daily rather. Look at this. Daily went up, and then down, and then we broke support. That's very bearish, so meaning bullish for the markets. And, all right, so if you go to Grok Trade, here's a couple resources you need to learn about. If the markets go bearish, you need the hedging course. This is the best course ever. That's what you need. If you go over here to the chat room, if you're a day trader, best source for day traders right there. If you just need help with picking stocks to trade long and short, the Stock Picks V newsletter right there. If you're a newbie, you don't know anything about trading, and you just want a little bit of free education, you can get trading tutorials, 6 of them, free of charge. A lot of people charge for this. We do not. Put in your information. We will email those to you. And then once you advance from that, then you can talk to us about this, which needs to be your gravitational spot for your education. And there you have it. Saturday, you want to join us. We are doing a course, a 101 course. You can take that on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Feel free to join us. And there you have it. We'll catch up with you guys later.